Today we're going to be seeing which act of kindness has the hairiest pubes, tournament style. Let's get it. Starting off with helping an old lady across the street versus saying thank you. Now, I feel like saying thank you is the most basic, clean-shaven act of kindness there could ever be. Versus helping an old lady across the street. You gotta probably touch the old lady, help her out, move, and you're putting yourself in the danger of the road, from the cars and stuff. And that's definitely putting hair on them nuts. Complimenting a stranger versus calling your grandparents. Now, complimenting a stranger, I feel like is just a step above saying thank you. Nothing too hard. You probably have like premium stubble at best. But then we got, calling your grandparents. That's definitely be a little bit more hairy. You gotta hear about them pubes. I don't know. I just spaced out so hard. Gramps is winning this round. Leaving an apple on a teacher's desk versus picking up litter. Now, I feel like leaving an apple on a teacher's desk is like very low cut. Like it's kind of shy. Like it lasts like this. But then we got pick up litter. It's very dirty. Not very dirty. Just a little bit dirty, depending on what you grab. But most of the time, it's not too bad. Saying you pick up somebody's leftover puke, bitch. So we gotta go with the litter on this one. Giving food to homeless versus giving a hug coupon. First of all, if you're giving out hug coupons, you are weird. Now, let's talk about the homeless. You gotta go probably go to McDonald's, grab you a little sloppy cheeseburger. You gotta probably, interact with the homeless dude. Probably he might, graze your hand on the way out when he's grabbing their food. So I gotta give it to the homeless folk on this one. Now on to the semifinals. We got helping an old lady across the street versus calling your grandparents. Now, calling your grandparents doesn't require much action at all other than listening, you know what I mean? But then we got helping the old lady across the street. You gotta actually do some movement, be a little man. And she probably got a little wolf coochie, so some followers are probably gonna follow you too. So old lady will move on to the finals. Picking up litter versus giving food to the homeless. Now, I feel like just directly interacting with a homeless person is like way more puby than just picking up a piece of trash off the ground. You know what I mean? So, sorry, hit my light by accident. So giving the food to the homeless will win this round by knockout. Just like Ilya did Charles last night. Now into the finals. We got helping an old lady across the street versus giving out food to the homeless. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I just gotta go with giving out the food. Let me tell you why. I picture these four things like right off the bat, off the top of my head. When I think about giving out the food. We got the flies around him, the stench around the homeless person. I think about the unkempt bush as well. And then an ankle tattoo that say fabulous. And for those reasons, giving food to homeless will be our champion for today. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. I appreciate you for watching. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Peace.